Well, I can't factor those into a judgment that's standing. The judgment's been entered. You weren't here to give me those facts to the extent that they'd be relevant. You weren't here to do that. I entered the judgment. Now you're asking that I set aside the judgment and stay the writ. You haven't given me a basis to do either.
Hallway, and there was, I don't know if he wanted to talk to me.
Yeah. You want to set the table?
Yeah, go ahead, Jason said. Go ahead, sir, you can come to the podium.
Oh, okay.
You filed a motion to set aside the judgment and stay the eviction.
Oh yeah, Your Honor. I just came here to see if today if it's a way to get the amount owed lowered the amount that I owe, and then if they
Have you
don't,
talked to the landlord?
it's it's as soon as I moved in, the attitude with Mr. Murad changes dramatically, and there's been like a huge amount of stress like living there because we literally live under the same roof. He lives in a little studio apartment connected to the house that and there's always lots of insults and just meandering conversations about how he's going to shoot his relatives and how he's glad certain ones are dead and non-stop like that. And so I haven't been talking to him. So that's why I was here today to talk about the stress about living there. And then I am trying to find a way out of there.
Pardon?
I am trying to find a way out of there. My daughter is in her senior year. So my initial plan was just to try to get her to graduation in like the end of May. But
Well, I can't order that, sir. I mean, they got a default judgment in January 16th, because nobody appeared.
oh yeah,
Granted them a judgment. And then the total amount of that judgment was 5881. And I don't think anything's been paid.
oh yeah, a large portion of that was rent that he was having my mom not pay, and
Having what?
my mom lived there, and then there was another roommate for a while, and then there was a lot of trouble with one roommate, so now he's not there. But my mom wouldn't pay, and then she would pay, and it was like Mr. Muirhead like getting in between the tenants there and stuff like that. So I was making payments to Muirhead until I think December 1st when he gave me the eviction notice. But at that point, most of the money that he said I owed was money that he allowed my mom to not pay, and then her things were there, her car was there. I wasn't able to find someone to rent that room. I started to ask family friends if they wanted to rent, but then her stuff was there until like the middle of September.
So you say you don't owe this money?
I'm saying I was hoping to get it lowered because there was no notice when it was the end of June, and all of a sudden he said that Mr. Murad said I owed for the entire month of June, and I've been paying half. There was no notice. He just changed the amount that I owed because my mom had been paying half and I've been paying half.
Okay, then I'll bite. Where'd your mother go?
I didn't actually know she was gone. I don't know. She was at Mr. Muirhead's place for a little bit, and then I think she was visiting my sisters and took a vacation, and then just decided she didn't want to pay. And my mom doesn't behave like that. It's like Mr. Murad always seems to get in between his tenants.
Okay. So I still have a judgment for this amount. You haven't told me why you don't owe it.
Okay. Um,
You just say you want it lowered, and I can't just lower the judgment.
yeah. Okay. The there was like 900 in June of 2025 that wasn't that I thought I wouldn't have to owe because I had no notice that my mom wasn't going to pay it. And it seems like my mom and Mr. Murad just made deals to let her pay when she felt like it. And then so I got stuck with like a bigger end of the bill, but I had no advance notice, and they just told me, "Oh, by the way, you owe from 30 days
Let
ago."
me stop you. I don't, because I'm not following this whole triangle thing that's going on here, but the, how much do you think you owe?
Um, like December and January now into
Give me
February.
a dollar amount.
Oh, okay, 1800 for the 3 months.
A total of 1,800.
For the each month.
So 18 times 3,
Yeah.
which would be 24 plus 3, so 5,400.
Yeah.
Do you have 5,400?
And then, no, I do not.
Okay, so there's our problem. Because even with what you say you're owing, it's 5,400.
Yeah, I talked to the Hawk, and they said if
If you
they
get
could
the
talk,
balance down to 3,000,
yeah,
that they'd pay.
yeah,
Have you done that?
not yet, no.
Then I'm not sure what you want me to do.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And then there's no way to get it like lowered. That they would have to agree to that.
Get what lowered?
The amount like I could pay the 1800 for the 3 month.
Do you have it?
Um, if I can make payments. I tried to apply for a few jobs, but uh it's taken a while to get a call back from one, and somebody beat me to another one.
Okay, so here's the deal. I issued a judgment back on the 16th of January for the amount that I told you, the 58. You filed a motion to stay the writ that looked like you had at least the amount to lower the judgment amount to 3,000. But you don't even have that
Let's see,
now.
to lower it from the which amount? The 50.
From the 58 to get it down to 3,000 so that Hawk would pay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'm just trying to figure out what to do, and it's very difficult to talk to Mr. Muirhead. So I guess I just came here hoping for someone to fill me in on what exactly how this process goes.
Well, here's how this process works. I issued a judgment. They're going to file a writ if they haven't already. You want the writ, they filed the writ. So you want the writ stayed. You haven't paid anything on the judgment. They haven't received anything. There isn't a reason why I shouldn't sign the order of eviction.
Oh, okay.
And you've not given me a reason.
Oh, okay. The so even sorry I'm representing myself. The so even just like games he was playing really stressed my daughter out. She missed a lot of school at the beginning of September, and things like that aren't factored in. It's just
Well, I can't factor those into a judgment that's standing. The judgment's been entered. You weren't here to give me those facts to the extent that they'd be relevant. You weren't here to do that. I entered the judgment. Now you're asking that I set aside the judgment and stay the writ. You haven't given me a basis to do either.
oh, okay.
So I don't need a response from the plaintiff. The motion to set aside is denied. And the writ will issue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The next Sunday. Hello,
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. And how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking.
Good. All right. Where are we on her case?
Your Honor, balance including court costs is $9,800. And I spoke briefly with Ms. Shemian, but I'm going to give you the update on what's going on.
All right, go ahead.
I'm working with two caseworkers, Madden Linton and
Mhm.
Kevin Craven from Meals on Wheels. Care on Wheels in that organization. Helped me fill out an application yesterday for an apartment. Madden told me to wait until February 11th to fill out an application because my troublesome aide that lives with me was getting his first paycheck from maintenance job at Huntington Bank on the 11th. What he didn't tell me is that it was going to be mailed. So I wasn't going to wait any longer. I filled out the application yesterday for a place in Ypsi Township that would work for me. There's no handicap ramp outside, so I would have to have that put together. Madden told me she can handle that. So the application went in last night, and I'm waiting to hear. Madden has told me that this company that runs this particular area, ranch style in Ypsi Township, usually responds within 24 to 48 hours.
Okay.
And whether or not I'm accepted. When I was filling out my application yesterday with Kevin Craven from Meals on Wheels, Care on Wheels, he thought that there might be some fraudulent activity in my checking accounts because I haven't been paying rent for a while. And I should have some money, more money than I do in my accounts. So I'm looking over my accounts. I haven't seen anything that looks fraudulent. I did lose one of my cards. I thought I left it here last time I was here, but it wasn't located. I've gotten a replacement card and I'm going to be activating that. So I'm going to be working with Huntington Bank and make sure that I have all the money that I'm supposed to in my accounts. So I should have an answer fairly soon about whether or not I'm accepted. And if I'm not, I'm going to have to move into a hotel. That's the way I see things, but hopefully I'll get accepted.
Okay.
I
Here's
think
what I'm gonna do is, you said it's 9,200 even.
9,200, yes, Your Honor. I
Okay.
would be willing to extend the reduction date to the end of the month, and I would also be willing to put no writ without a hearing.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking right along the same line. So Ms. Jimmy, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find no tribal issue after a hearing.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna find that there's no tribal issue. There's nothing for the court to try. So I'm gonna grant them a judgment for the $9,200.
Mhm.
Okay?
Mhm.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna indicate that a writ or an order to eviction would normally issue on the 23rd. I'm gonna say that it can't issue until February 27th, 2026. And then I'm gonna also indicate that there's no writ will execute without a hearing. So what that basically means is it's unlikely that you're gonna get it paid, but you'll probably get yourself moved in someplace. So I'm extending the time before they can have you even apply to the court to have you removed. But even if they then get to that point that they have to do that, then they still have to come see me before they can do anything.
Thank you.
All right.
So should I try and be out by February 27th?
That would be the best thing if you can. Okay,
Oh, my family can move me.
And Ms. Shemiak, just so you know, because the 27th is a Friday, the week, you have the following week as well.
yeah,
The earliest we'll check with our client to see if later he moved out is.
March 2nd,
Yeah, March 2nd.
March 2nd.
What was that again? The latest I would have to move out is March 2nd?
Yep, but if you can be out on or before the 1st of March.
March, which is that Sunday.
We won't check till March, the morning of March 2nd,
Out before what, March?
March 1st, on or before March 1st.
Oh, that's great. On or before March 1st. 9,200 I owe, and the rent where I've applied is a lot cheaper than what I'm paying now. So I have her number to arrange a contract to start paying her back.
Hang them back.
And I'm gonna look into my banking. So am I coming back to court yet?
Nope, I'm not gonna give another date. That will be it. And the only time that you come back to court is if they are having to forcibly remove you. Before they can do any of that, they have to come through me and ask me.
And you would get a notice.
You would get a notice in the mail.
Would I have to come to court for something
Yes,
else?
you would have to come to court for something.
Only if you haven't moved out.
Only if you, yeah, it's only if you haven't moved out.
And we file for a eviction. And then it would just be a Friday, just like this.
Oh, this is a lot of information. Back to court only if I'm not out
Yep.
by a certain date,
Yes,
only if I'm not out by March 1st,
yes.
not out. by March. When would I get that notice in the mail?
Well, they would have to apply and they'd have, it would, I can't say exactly when you'd get that in the mail. All right. But Ms. Shemiak, let me put it this way. I know that you show up at all hearings. So if something were to happen and there were hearings set and you're not here, then I'm probably gonna send out the 40th Cavalry. We're gonna find you. All right?
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate your patience again
Yes.
and your understanding, and thank you, Jillian, too. That's great.
Ms. Shemiak, it has, I don't think you'll have to come back and see me, but if you do, it will be a joy. And let me just tell you, you have, through all of these hearings, been an absolute delight.
Oh,
And have brought joy to my day. So thank you for that.
gee, I'll have to come back. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate everything you've done.
All right, take care of yourself, please.
Issues with anything else, you're not gonna be out, call me and let me know so that
Oh,
we
yeah,
can.
I'll keep you in
Okay.
touch. I'll let you know if I've been accepted.
How are you guys?
Good.
Good? Okay. Let's see, where are we on their case?
Bear with me just a moment, Your Honor. I think I've got too many files today. I'll locate it. Nope, that's annoying. Well, let me try that another way.
All right, well, you look for that. You guys had your meeting with Hawk?
You want me to?
Yes, we did. They referred us to the Ann Arbor Housing Commission,
Oh, they referred you to Ann Arbor Housing Commission.
and we just got a phone call from them today. Before we stepped in.
Yeah.
Okay. It's progress. Don't worry about it. Okay, what'd they say?
I gotta call them back because I didn't want to call them while we were in here.
Pardon?
I gotta call them back because I didn't want to call them while we were in here.
Okay, so you gotta call them back today?
Yes, sir.
And they want you to do what? Just call them back and,
Send in verifications of our IDs and everything in the ledger.
okay, so you gotta send in, so basically the process that you go through with Hawk, but you're going through with Ann Arbor Housing. Okay,
I wonder if I may, I had been in contact with Hawk as well today. And they did confirm that they had referred defendants to the Housing Commission. And that the Housing Commission does kind of have a similar process. Did they already submit their application then to the Housing Commission?
I don't think so. I think they had their appointment on the 9th. I don't think they were informed of the Ann Arbor Housing Commission. They just got a call before they came down, right?
Yeah.
Here, so they were gonna follow up on that. So they don't
I
have
wasn't
everything over there.
sure, I wasn't sure if the application had prompted the phone call or just the referral from Hawk had, so. So we're still in the very beginning stages of the Housing Commission assessing them for assistance. Is that,
Right.
okay?
So here's what I'm gonna do. I know it's had a couple of, but I'll work with you. So I'm gonna adjourn it out another week. Okay. And, because what I was hoping by getting to this date that we would have something from
Yeah.
Hawk, but now you've been sent someplace else. So that's not anything that from what you guys are doing. So, so I'm gonna adjourn it out one more week. Get to Ann Arbor Housing Commission right away. Get that process going. Okay. Now, have you been paying anything all along or no? How are you guys?
Not yet.
Our tax return should be hitting this week, so
Okay. All right.
hopefully.
No, I hear you. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So the 20th at 1 PM. Okay, that'd be next year. Go get started on that Ann Arbor housing thing right away. All right, let's get that rolling. Okay, folks?
Okay.
All right. Keep good spirits
All right.
and try to have a good weekend. All right.
Thank you.
All is not lost. Okay?
Sorry.
Good. And what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
With costs, Your Honor, $4,873.19. Your Honor, I do note a payment of $350, which Ms. Harris had indicated at the last court date.
Last week.
So she did make that payment.
Yes.
All right.
I went to DHS. I'm waiting.
Hold on a second. You got to speak up.
I went to DHS. I'm waiting on a response from them. I just currently started another job. It's just been a lot.
Okay. You paid the 350, so you got some of that down, but so you went for an SER.
Yes.
How many people are in your apartment?
It's just 2 adults.
Pardon?
2 adults.
2 adults. So here's part of the problem. The maximum amount you'd get on that would be $520. Okay. And just at this current number, that would bring you down to what? About, well, a little over 4, whatever it is, over 4. For a Hawk to help you, you got to be down at 3.
I can do that.
So how are you gonna?
I pretty much will be giving them money orders every week because I get paid
Pardon?
weekly.
You get every week, you get paid? So by next week, how much are you gonna be able to pay?
Next week, I'll be able to give them at least 350, 400 on that. Because I do have other bills I have to pay as well, and I'm
No, I know, but I guess,
myself.
okay, so here's.
My other partner,
Ms. Harris, I'm just trying to figure out how we get you there. Okay,
yes,
okay, other than DHS, have you reached out to any resources?
I don't have any more.
Pardon?
I don't have any more.
Okay, but
Used to this process.
you haven't talked to, you tried DHS, I get it. Have you reached out to SOS or Hawk?
I didn't know about them.
You didn't know about them.
No, sir.
Here's what I'm gonna want you to do. Amy's here, but she's in the. Did you? You didn't file the. Did you know you should have filed the rental assistance form with the court? Did somebody tell you that last week?
No.
Well, hold
Just
on a
went
second.
over our case.
No, she did. I see what okay, I see what you did. Okay, you did do it. You didn't use our form. She filed a copy of her whole application, which we probably won't keep in the file, but she did what. So that's gonna buy you another week. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to pay the $350 or thereabouts that you can this next time, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, here's the other thing. So I'm gonna adjourn your case out to the 20th, 2026 at 1 p.m. That's an in-person again, okay? But now what I want you to do is I want you to go down to my clerk's office and let them know she's coming down. They're gonna put you into a room, so they'll put you on a computer. I'm gonna have you talk with our court liaison officer
Yes.
about resources that might be available to you.
Okay.
Okay, so that we can at least, if we can find a way, we can try to get that started.
Yes, sir.
Fair enough?
Yes,
Would that
sir.
work for you?
Yes, sir.
All right, so at least you know what's out there and available to you. You're welcome. All right, you go down there and they'll take care of you down there.
Yes.
All right? If nobody gets you into a room, you come back down here. I don't want you leaving the building. Okay. Northfield Estates versus Christopher Welke. Name?
Christopher Welke.
All right. And how much does plaintiff have owing on this?
Your Honor, Mr. Welke made a payment today. I believe it was for 200, but I'm going to double check to make sure I just did my math properly. Assuming that that $200 payment is correct, and I believe that it is, the total with cost would be $2,129.29. And yes, that is a $200 payment made today.
How you gonna get this? How you thinking?
Well, I got money that's on its way. It's gonna be no problem to pay it off in full once that hits, but until then, I just gotta work with my unemployment every 2 weeks. I do want to know.
Okay, so, all right, I hear you. So when do you think the money's gonna come in for you?
I'm hoping before the end of this month.
Okay,
And then that's gonna put me, I'm gonna pay off this and on top until I'm back to work. It's taxes. I'm just waiting on my taxes.
so, okay, I just want to make sure I understand what your plan is. You'll be able to, if that comes in by the end of the month, you should be able to get this paid off.
This paid off and then a month ahead or 2 months ahead.
Oh, you're trying to get yourself. Oh,
Yeah, because
I got
be laid off till like March probably.
Okay, I got you. So here's what I'm gonna do, sir. For no tribal issue after a hearing in this matter, I'm gonna grant them a judgment that basically just at least freezes this amount at the 21, 29, 29, I think it is. And I'm going to extend your writ date out to the 27th, basically to the end of the month.
Okay.
Okay. And then that way, the object for you would be to get it.
Okay.
And then hopefully then you'll be good.
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good. And I got a question. This paper right here that's in my packet, where do I turn that in at?
What is that for?
It says, please, it's just a form before the contact information amend for the court.
I mean, oh, okay. If you can turn that in up front at the front counter if you want to.
Okay.
Okay, that'll work. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sile Farms versus Derek Wanshawn. And Elizabeth Wanshawn. pay to issue in 10 days. Sile Farms versus Shannon Rousseau.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, sir. Your name?
Shannon Rousseau.
All right. And where were we on his case?
We are at $3,194.65, including the costs.
All right.
Okay,
What
my
happened?
intention, well, I hope to have had the money by now, but if I could pay January's, which would, I think, 22 something on Monday, I could pay it, then the current to pay the total 31 by the 26th, so an additional 10 days. You know, that would be, then I would,
So you
I would be
think
current
you
by
get
this.
everything paid by the 27th?
Correct.
You can?
Yes.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Finding no tribal issue after hearing in this matter, I'm gonna grant a judgment. That was 3194.65.
65 cents, that's correct.
All right, I'm gonna grant them a judgment for that amount, that total amount. All right. You would normally have to have this paid by the 23rd, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend the writ date out to the 27th of February.
Thank you.
Okay, and so you get everything paid, you're all set. All right, thank you. Court calls the case of Sile Farms versus Eric Jackson. Hello,
Your Honor,
your name?
Eric Jackson.
All right. And what's the claim in this case?
This one, Your Honor, we are at $4,341.69.
All right. How are you getting this paid, Mr.
I
Jackson?
was relying on my tax.
Pardon?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick right now. I was waiting on my tax money, but it hasn't come in. I told him I'd have at least 200 by Friday today, and I don't. So I'm honestly just
You don't have it?
gonna ask if there was any way I could maybe get until like the 1st to move out.
Pardon?
I was gonna ask if there was any way I could get maybe until like the 1st to move out.
You want to move out by the 1st? Okay.
That's an option.
Well, here's what I'll do.
Your Honor, just so the court is aware, Mr. Jackson owns the manufactured home. So what is his intentions for the home?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with the home?
Probably just give it to the park.
Pardon?
Probably just give it to the park.
Give it to the park?
Yeah, or maybe try and list it for sale.
Well, I don't know that they do it that way quick.
He's gonna need to contact the lender, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Maybe an option for him to surrender it to the lender. I don't know specifically in his case, so he needs to talk to them about that. But he wouldn't be able to surrender it to SIO since there's a lien on it.
okay.
Okay.
So here's what I'm gonna do, sir. Since there isn't a tribal issue for the court, I'm gonna grant a judgment to the plaintiff for possession in the total amount, redemption amount in the total amount paid for. I'll give you, because you're gonna have to go in and you're gonna have to talk to the landlord. I'll give you to the 27th in case there's a miracle. I'll give you to the end of the month to try to get that done.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
But I'd suggest that you talk to them, talk to your lender, and see what you can do about the home itself.
All right.
All right? Thank you, sir. Shiloh Farms, this is Carol Stafford.
Rachel Dornbush, Palace Law, on behalf of the plaintiff.
And Tara Stafford, I guess. Hello. Your name?
Tara Stafford.
All right. Let's see where we are in her case.
We
How much
submitted
is owing on her?
Your Honor, my understanding was that Ms. Stafford was maybe not in agreement with the dismissal. I'm not sure exactly.
I'm just wondering if that was because of the little pay thing on the internet. It didn't get the money in time because I paid it, and then this is why I'm still here, because I know I owe for February.
It was adjourned, Your Honor, to ensure that the payment cleared. Since it did
Right.
clear, we submitted a dismissal. Ms. Stafford has received a 7-day demand for the February charges, which may be sent over potentially after today for filing. I believe that the suit will be filed on
Got
Monday.
it. Okay, so that's right. We adjourned it out because you just had to wait for the check to clear. There was gonna be a dismissal
Okay.
of the case. But then you probably received a notice for your February rent, and
Yeah.
so that can get a bit confusing, but okay.
Your Honor, my apologies. They were issued a 30-day non-payment demand, so
30 day.
7-day. So that being said, hearing date won't take place until, I don't know, sometime towards the end of next month, maybe not even into April. Your Honor, I would propose this if Ms. Stafford was open to this, that in lieu of
Filing a
having
new case.
filed and incurring new costs, we could keep the case open and reach an agreement with respect to February. That would at least take care of February. If she fell behind for March, then we'd be in a different position. But I'd be agreeable to that if Ms. Stafford is.
Yeah.
I think I was gonna suggest that myself, because that way, if you can get an agreement, then you don't get additional court costs if they gotta file again.
I was gonna say, because they already made it clear that they're not renewing my lease, so I have until April to move out anyway, but I don't plan on jumping ship on them, so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't I do this? You're paid, she's paid through January, correct?
January.
Right?
That is correct. And Your Honor, give me just one moment. I can give you the exact dollar amount, as Patty did send me the updated ledger. So yes, paid through January. The current balance for February is $1955.60.
Got it.
All right, so when do you think you're gonna?
Oh, it's so complicated because my car decided that it needed a rack and pinion, but I want to get the rent paid by next Friday.
By the 20th?
Yeah.
Think you can do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna pray on it.
Okay. Are you gonna be able to get it paid early in the day by next Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Stafford,
Yes, sir.
you're leaving the case open. We're gonna try to get this resolved for you, so you don't have added costs. Do you think you're gonna be able to do it by that day, or? I mean, do you get paid every week, or?
I get paid every week, but like I just said, my issue is my car is in the shop. So, and I'm.
What kind of car is it?
That's a 2016 Fusion.
Ford?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have had a
my
problem
mom's
with it.
car. Yeah.
I'm a Ford guy.
But
Speed running.
They want $3,500 to
car.
fix the car. So
No. Right. Here's what I'm gonna say to you. I could put it out to next week,
Okay.
but we're really trying to get February paid.
Correct.
Right? So if I put it out to the 27th, maybe over the objection of plaintiff, will that give you the sort of the room to make sure you can get it paid
Oh, absolutely.
by the 27th?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, what I would request under those circumstances, and this scheme is a mutual benefit of both parties, but at the same time, if it's not paid before we come back on the 27th, I would request that a judgment enter with the writ date and running from the 20th, since that's the date that Ms. Stafford has indicated she could pay. That would
I
put
see
her
what you're
March
saying.
2nd. So it would run 10 days from next Friday versus 10 days from the 27th.
You follow that?
No, I need that in English.
Okay, what that means is the time period would be shortened.
Okay, because it's not 31 days in the month.
Well, no, the time period would be shortened because I'm gonna go 2 weeks out instead of 1 week out to try to get you to. Okay, but let me ask you this. You gotta get the rack and pinion fixed. You gotta get that done. How much do you think you can pay to them on the 20th? I mean, just trying to get your vehicle fixed, trying to do that. What can you give them on the 20th?
At least 1,500.
So you can give them 1,500 on the 20th?
Yeah.
And still get your car done?
You'd be surprised. I work crazy hours.
No, that's okay. I'm not surprised. I'm just wanting to make sure you're all right.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm gonna do?
I promised you I would get it done the last time.
No,
right?
I'm not You know
listen,
what?
I don't wanna
I don't doubt you. I just want to make sure I have it right, okay? So I'm only gonna go 1 week out, get the 15 in,
Okay,
all right? And then I'll go from there,
okay.
okay?
All right.
So you're gonna get 15 in. I know that won't get it paid, but let's do that. And get that paid as early as you can before the 20th, if
Okay,
you can, or early on the 20th. So that'd be the 20th at what, 1 PM?
okay.
Okay, get that in there.
Yep.
All right?
Sir.
Take care. Hello,
Hi,
your name?
Kia Berry.
All right, where are we on this case?
Total with cost, Your Honor, $1,680.63.
All right, Sherry, how are you intending on getting this paid?
I can pay it all by the 20th.
You can pay it all off by the 20th?
Yes, I get paid on Wednesday, the next Wednesday.
18th.
Yeah, and I'll have the rest of it paid by the 20th.
I'm gonna grant her an adjournment to the 20th over the objection of plaintiff, 2026 at 1 PM. Get that paid.
I sure will.
Dismissed.
Okay, I will.
Take care.
Have a good weekend.
You do the same. Spice Tree Apartments versus Jaquavius Carroll. Jaquavius Carroll, not checked in. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is rent to retain of $1,761. Costs are $169 for a total due of $1,930. And we'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ issue after 10 days.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession. Redemption amount in the amount requested with issue in 10 days. Spice Tree versus Afaloshade Lawala. Yup, Lawal. And Andre Frazier. Thank you. Neither are present. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is rent to retain of $200. Costs are $182 for a total due of $382. We'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days. And I suspect Your Honor will indicate that there will be no writ without a hearing in light of the.
That is correct. Judgment to the plaintiff that is by default for possession. Redemption amount in the amount requested. Writ to issue in 10 days. No writ without a hearing. Spice Tree Apartments versus Kenyatta Patterson. Oh.
No.
Hello, sir. Your name?
Kenyatta Patterson.
All right. And how much do we have owing on this account?
With costs, Your Honor, $3,737.12.
Probably to around the end of the month, 27, 28, I should be able to get the entire.
Amount paid by the end of the month? All right, here's what I'm gonna do.
Your Honor, just one thing. Mr. Patterson had
Yeah.
indicated at the last court date that he was gonna pay $500 before today. I'm not seeing that on the ledger. Did he drop off that payment?
No, I'm on unemployment right now and I don't get a check until Tuesday. So I was planning on dropping $250 today and paying the other $250 on Tuesday, if that's
Okay. He did not pay it.
No, I did not pay it.
No, it's okay. It's all right. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Find no tribal issue after a hearing in this matter. I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession for that total amount of the 3712. All right. And rather than having to have that paid by the 23rd, I'm gonna give you to.
The courtroom goes silent. The judge doesn't need to shout because everyone understands what comes next. This isn't anger. This is control. And control is far more dangerous.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls the case of Gulfside Lakes 1 and 2 versus BK the area. Say again? Oh, you're gonna call me out, say I got it wrong the last time? Now he's gonna come before me and probably want some. And then, but how do I pronounce your name?
Bakad Biara.
Yeah, that's what I said. Isn't that what I said? Yes. Okay, that's what I heard. All right. What are we doing?
Jillian Engen for plaintiff. Your Honor, I have a balance of report costs of $2,941.17.
All right, young man, how are you gonna get this paid?
So I have been behind ever since August, going into September. My last job situation stopped paying us, our checks and what we need every bi-weekly. She stopped paying us and then let us go. And for us to start, having to pay all of these bills around us slowly. So I've been, trying to catch up on my bills since September. And, I didn't have a job through October and November. And I just got a job going into December. So I've just been trying to catch up every single month. I have a car to pay, which is $500. I have internet and DTE, which I've been trying to catch up on. But my last work situation have just made me fall behind on everything that I'm doing right now. So I'm just trying to catch up on
Have
everything.
you applied for assistance at all?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I don't know, no assistance. Like, I don't know how to
All right.
reach out or.
So here's what I'm gonna ask you to do. You're gonna need to contact Hawk.
Okay.
All right, their number is 961-1999.
Could I get that like written down or?
Oh, no. Yes, and can you write it down?
I can do it, Your Honor.
Okay, get that. I'll adjourn it out a week. You need to call them today so you can get an appointment.
Okay, and
We'll see where you are.
And I'm starting to catch up little by little. Like, if you can get me till next week to get like 1,000 in.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you.
Uh-huh.
How much can you pay before the 20th?
Like 1,000.
All right, so I'm gonna put in the file that you're gonna pay 1,000 by the 20th. I'll adjourn this out to the 27th, basically the end of the month to get it paid.
I should definitely have it paid by the end.
All right, with a writ to the 27th. All right, give you those 4 days, get it done.
Thank you. Your
All
Honor.
right, thank you. You have a great weekend.
Is it Harbor?
No, I said Arbor Club. It's all right. This is in Jimba. Your name?
Let's say Jimbo.
All right. And where are we on this case?
Your Honor, it looks like most of the balance has been paid up. There's $352 currently on her ledger.
352?
That correct, and that amount includes costs.
When can you get that paid? Yeah.
I applied for DHS because I was sent to court. I paid the balance before court on January 16th, and they still charged me $200 late fees or $200 court fee. And I was
Right,
told
but
by the
hold on.
court-
What day did you say you paid?
So the first one I paid the 1711 on January 16th, and that was the day that they issued me court fees. So I didn't
Yep.
think I had to go to court.
Because they filed on that same day.
Yeah, so then the property manager said they were gonna waive the fees, but they didn't waive them, so now February came and I was late and I paid the balance. Well, I applied for a DHS and they approved me. I just had to pay the down payment, which I paid and turned it in on February.
So is DHS gonna pay this or
Yeah, and I sent the paperwork to your office.
when did they say they would pay it?
I just spoke with them Wednesday. They said that everything was approved, but I got the form on the 3rd, which I sent it in.
So did they say when they were gonna pay it?
Well, they said you already paid it, so
They said they already paid it?
yeah, on Wednesday, they're just waiting because I got the W-9 and everything from the landlord.
Okay, well, they obviously don't have it, but here's what I'll do. Let me just, since it's just court
27th?
fees, let me adjourn this out to the 27th,
Perfect.
2026, 1 PM. And then that way we'll see if it's just getting to check in and process. All right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Harbor House versus Sierra Spencer.
Good afternoon again, Your Honor. Sidney Katz on behalf of plaintiff.
Hello, what's your name?
C.S. Spencer.
And what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Your Honor, there's currently a balance due, including costs totaling $1,781, 1781.
Did you pay 600 today?
No,
Okay. All right, how are you gonna get this paid?
I went through the housing commission and I sent in an SER.
You sent in an SCR, when did you do that?
After I paid the balance for January.
This is the moment the courtroom changes. The judge stops being patient. This is no longer a warning. Every word now carries consequences. One wrong move, and freedom disappears. This is the line defendants never want to hear. The judge is done explaining, done negotiating. One more mistake, and jail becomes inevitable. This courtroom doesn't offer second chances.